Good day everyone, today we're gonna distill with our moonshine still, which is Stillman 400. This is one of our usual and the most simplest moonshine stills which we produced. And today we're gonna be doing and showing you just first distillation as we did previously with our moonshine still Stillman variant. And in the second video about this still we'll be doing the double distillation. So let's talk about what comes in the box. So as you can see, this is a package of this still. Yeah, there's no bubble wrap or any packaging materials, but there's a full set of equipment. First of all, PVC hose for water management. You can cut it as you need. So this is for inner and out for water. Silicone hose. This is for the jumper from the deflagrator to condenser, and you need to cut a piece for product collection. Silicone gaskets. This is our food grade silicone which we make by ourselves, as I told you before. So 6 pieces for 1.5 clamp connection. 3 clamp blocks, 6 pieces. Digital thermometer, TP 101, so you can use Celsius and Fahrenheit. Silicone gaskets for the universal thermometer port. Then we have a still by itself, and this is modular still. This is a bulkhead for the installing on a pot. If you have a hole, 44 millimeter, we will be talking about later about this unit. Deflagrator, small reflux condenser, which is for our type of distill. Remember, this is cooling management still. Bands, one band has a universal port for thermometer, so you can use by installing these gaskets, 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter, and 6 millimeter ports with this thermometer or any other. Also, you can seal it with an end cap. Product condenser, 300 millimeters, and inside we have 3 portions for better cooling. Connectors we have over here 10 millimeter. This is not barb, this is straight pipe, but it's more than enough to seal connection with a PVC hose or silicone with any diameter 8 millimeter. In all our videos we use this silicone for water management and product collection. Also, we can change this connection to anything you like and which we have and what we can install instead of this 10 millimeter pipe. This can be 1/2 inch thread, coupling 1/2 inch thread, 1/4 inch thread nipple connection, or maybe something else. Product collector, which installs on the other side of the condenser. And we have extension 400 millimeter. Inside there's a stainless steel mesh filled from the top to the end. You can check it. Yep, there's 4 pieces of these rolls. Of course, you can change it to Cooper mesh if you like, or use Cooper when you need to. And in the end we have user manual, which is actually Russian, but we don't like to put any instructions or papers inside the package, so it's better to send you any instruction to you by email, and it's more clear in front of customs. And yep, that's pretty much it. So package of this still weighs usually lower than 4 kilograms, but sometimes it could weigh a little bit more, because sometimes we have these locks a little bit bigger. But that's pretty much it, and let's go next. A few words about this unit, which comes in a kit with Distiller. This is reducer bulkhead for installing steel on the lid of your boiler. For installing this unit, you need a whole 44mm, and you just need to drill it, and by detaching this nut you can screw it from the other side of the lid, and it will be sealed pretty good. And if you're purchasing a boiler with a steel, instead of putting this unit, we just weld 3-clamp connection on the lid of your boiler, which is gonna be yours actually. For example, on this lid, this is a light version of the lid. This is 1.5 thickness stainless steel, more than enough for using this small distiller. But we be using this lid. This is 3mm thickness, very strong. You will be able to build something really high on your boiler, very high weight, and installing is very simple. Yep, power of your hand is more than enough. Just a little bit power, and yep, bulkhead installed to the lid. So over here also have a universal port for thermometer and safety membrane. Today we're using this 40-liter boiler. Over here we have 3/4 inch ball valve, 2 options. This is universal thermoport installed to the almost in the middle of the boiler for better analyzing of temperature inside. Liquid level, which is outside from the boiler, really thick silicone. This is 2mm, really strong. It's really hard to break it. And also over here we have electrical heater. This is 3 kilowatt of power. For regulating this electrical heater, we'll be using this power regulator, which is also made by us. We'll be easily monitor power, parameters of the power and itself, and we can use half of the electrical heater or 2 elements together. Today we'll be distilling this usual sugar mash. We have about 20 liters of it, and this is usual sugar mash with addition of cherry juice. So pretty strong, 10% of ABV, and yep, let's fill our boiler. So let's install our lid. With this boiler you'll be having this type of regulation, and depending on the lid you choose, you can regulate this unit and it will be sealed. Yep, as you can see, we need a little bit more. Yep. Over here we need to install silicone gasket, 4mm, for the thermometer. Here it is. Yep. And after that you need just to screw this down. Yep, and connection is sealed. So from this point we have 2 options how we can install our distiller for the first distillation. And the first one is pretty usual and well known. Using these 3 clamps is very simple, as you can see. You can rotate them where you like, and how you like. After the vent, we need to install our shotgun condenser. And on the other end of the condenser, we just need to install this product collector. So as you can see, pot still is done, and we can turn on the power and connect water pipes. Also, we need to install end cap or the needed silicone gasket for installing thermometer. But we have another way to recommend you of using this pot still. We're connecting this deflegmator between bands. So as you can see, this setup looks a little bit different, and this is highly recommended setup because we have condenser looking straight down, and this works much better because vapor comes through the steam line and condense in this condenser yeah, more evenly to the old tubes of this condenser. So you will be able to use more power and use less water an hour. So this is economically better for distiller. A few words about this deflegmator. We don't use this unit as a deflegmator, it's just like a steam line between those bands. So vapor comes up through this steam line and condense in this shotgun condenser. And we were using 3 kilowatt of power. It will be absolutely normal for this small shotgun condenser because it's looking straight down. If we be using this like in a pot still mode, like 135 degrees, we be using only 2 kilowatt or 2.5, also depending on the ABV of your mesh. So let's begin. So as you can see, we're hitting with the power of 3 kilowatt and 120, 130 watts. So water connection in this unit is very easy. Over here, inner, and over here out of condenser, cold, hot. So on the tip of this product collector we use silicone, which comes in a set of this still, and you'll be able to cut a piece you need. So right now we're collecting our low wines to the bucket down there. Low wines have to be distilled during second distillation, and video about this process is gonna be on our next video on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe on YouTube channel, Dr. Gradus International, and also comment. You can write us on Gmail, email, or whatever you like. Also, we have a phone number, so you can type us by any messenger you like. And right now we have about 93 and 4 degrees Celsius, and we have to distill up to 100 Celsius or 99 and 5, or you can do it on your choice. Also, during first distillation, you can use an extension which comes with a kit, in this kit of this still, and you can change this pack into copper if you like, and you can get away from sulfur if you're doing a mash which has a high amount of sulfur during fermentation.